Number of Bitcoin addresses holding over 100 Bitcoin has surged phenomenally. And here's the thing. Many people feel like that the dip that we're seeing is actually normal before the inauguration. Because if you look at the last two cycles, that's exactly what happened. The last cycle, the 2021 cycle, when we actually entered a new year, Bitcoin rose up to about $43,000 and dumped to 29,000. That's a huge, tremendous dump before it kept going upwards. After that, it went up and went up and went up, and it didn't stop. And the prior cycle before that, Bitcoin dropped from 1,200 down to $790. That was when Trump was first elected president, right? So if you're going based on history, this is actually quite normal. The first few weeks of the new year, of the 4-year cycle, generally speaking, you see a huge, massive dump. And those people that have been, scared out, they missed out on the most tremendous runs that we have ever seen. So don't be like one of those people. SAR Scientific did exactly the same thing. Okay, raised more money and bought 237 Bitcoin last week at 98,000, 23 million, and now they have 2,321. And there are so many others that are doing so. They're not timing the market. They're not trying to be a TA analyst and saying, well, this is a horrible time to buy. Okay, they're not doing that. They're doing what a retail investor would do. Hey, if I have extra money, I'm going to put into Bitcoin. I'm going to DCA. That's it. Regardless if it's at a higher price or lower price, you may look at this now and you're like, well, yeah, he's stupid. You could have bought Bitcoin at 90,000 now versus 98,000. But you know what? You ask any veteran out there, you ask all these Wall Street billionaires, all of them will tell you the same thing. I don't know what the price go do next week. I don't know what's going to do tomorrow. But if you believe in something good, you will continue to hold it and accumulate more of it, right? That's how we should treat Bitcoin. If you believe in it, or you believe in XRP, like those that have been holding since 2018, right? You continue to hold it and accumulate it. 16 years ago, Satoshi sent 10 Bitcoin to Hal Finney. The very first transaction, okay, and the very first person to receive Bitcoin. So again, to put things in perspective, 16 years ago really wasn't that long ago. And look at how far Bitcoin has come. From a pet project in someone's basement, something that's completely worthless at the time, worth nothing, to where it is now, being embraced by public trade companies, by presidential candidates, by countries. How fast things have progressed within the last 16 years. It's really quite amazing. So when in doubt, zoom out and realize how far we have come. We will always have scary times, but Bitcoin picks up itself and continues forward. That's how it is. States are also North Dakota. Now they may be, I know there was a count of 13 states that may have increased to 15, 20 states. As America is preparing for a new president and preparing to create the strategic reserve, states are also doing the same thing. They're creating legislature to make sure that they can also add Bitcoin to their balance sheet. Yes, and that will be phenomenal, right? And we got everyone. Treasury Secretary nominee disclosed he has 500,000 of Bitcoin, of Bitcoin ETFs. I mean, there's so many. The new regime that's going to be coming in, right? They're all like pro crypto guys. And going forward, the new generations, it's going to be hard to find any of them that don't hold some crypto, because that is the future. That is the future, right? So don't be left behind. Now, as for other great things that are still happening despite the price being lower, the exchange reserve is at a 7-year low. We know that the ETFs are still buying, right? The big whales are buying, sailors buying, everyone is still buying. So despite the fact that the price may be going down due to some manipulation, due to Wall Street being a little fearful, due to maybe liquidations, but the supply shock is still happening. It's still in play. There's just not enough to go around. Not every millionaire on the planet could even buy one Bitcoin at this point. Not because they can't afford it, it's because there's just not enough. Even if they tried, it wouldn't work because there's more millionaires than the total theoretical limit of Bitcoin, which is 21 million, which we have not hit yet. So, all right. Last few things. FTX repayments are going to start soon. This will be very, very positive overall because you're going to have a whole lot of people getting a whole lot of stable coins back. And what are they going to do with the stable coins? Are they going to cash out? Probably not. What they're going to do is use that to buy back whatever crypto that they had, right? And they're getting interest on top of that too, which is quite crazy. I've never even heard of that concept. But that will be starting soon. And we're talking about billions, okay, coming back into the market. And lastly, never expected to see this, but Cardano is looking to integrate Ripple's new stablecoin, the RLUSD. So, collaboration between two of the most hardcore communities, the Cardano community and the XRP community. They may be coming together. That will be a force to be reckoned with, I guess.